Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So here is the deal today on the Old School Crew. We are going to send you to my buddy Colton, which is also known as my cameraman, helps me on a whole bunch of stuff. You guys know who Colton is. We are sending you up to him because he has some square body content. So if you guys don't know, we've already filmed 2 videos over his truck, I believe maybe 3, of a K20 swap. So we 3/4 ton swapped his K10. There's already 2 videos over it. He has his own playlist on my channel. You just go to playlists, scroll down, look for Colton's K20 square body, whatever, you'll see it. That's his playlist. So all the videos about his truck will be under that playlist, and there's gonna be many more to come. Right now, he is back home working on a rust delete, and he is getting a whole bunch of work done. So we're gonna send you guys up there to him so you can kind of see what's going on. He's gonna give the full plans for the build because we never really went over that, and this thing's gonna be one of a kind. I mean, that's gonna be set up very cool, and Colton is very, very meticulous. He's very picky. So this thing is going to be super nice. This is going to be something that will be at the Indy Jamboree, something we're going to go on trips with, something that is just going to be an all-around killer square body that's going to be used. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you are looking forward to more square body content. This is going to be a good one. Most of you square body lovers are going to want to see this. Might not be the most interesting thing in the world, but it's huge progress. If you haven't seen the other 2 videos, go watch those, then watch this one.
Alright, what's up guys? So, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see me with the sun kind of in my background, but Gavin has been bugging me to do some updates on my truck, kind of just bring you guys along on the side of his channel and just kind of show you what's going on with my build and that kind of thing. So I'm home for a couple weeks. I'm actually in Old Blue right now, getting ready to head down and give you guys a lowdown of what's been going on, kind of the plan of the 83 K20 now. But I've got a lot, so just stick around guys and I'll catch back up with you at the shop. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me if it gets a little shaky or blurry. I'm holding my Canon Rebel up here, so it's a little heavier than Gavin's camera. Come on, focus. Okay, there we go. So as you guys can see behind me, the truck is actually up on the lift right now. And it might be missing something pretty important, you know? Like maybe a bed. But, so, we got the bed off yesterday. It is out on the trailer. A lot of people are going to wonder why. Basically, my bed floor was junk, and my bed sides were junk. And the only piece I need is the piece that goes up by the cab on the bed. So, that bed is gone. It's out on the trailer. I'm just going to pull that front piece off. But here's a little update for you guys. I've got my doors out of the boxes. These are GM stamped doors, so they'll be pretty sweet on there. I've got rockers and cab corners down here right now. I think the rockers are actually up on the frame. Yeah, they're up there with the tailgate. But just figured I'd give you guys a little lowdown on the truck since we never really gave an intro to the truck. This is my 83 K20 now. It was a K10 factory 305 truck. Originally it's got a 350 in it right now, but that's going to get changed here soon. 4-wheel drive, I mean 4-speed transmission, but I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of what the plan is for this build. Basically, I mean, we give a plan for everybody else's build, so why not go over mine too? So the plan right now is to get all of my bodywork done on it and get all my new panels in right now. Originally, I was going to put a 355 small block in it with just factory heads, a pretty mild little small block, but then realized how much it was going to cost me to do that and ended up realizing that I could, I don't know, buy an LS and put it in there anyway. Mainly because I can't afford a Cummins swap, because to do a Cummins swap you gotta have a Dana 60 and I'm not spending $1,500 on an axle. So the plan right now is I've got an LQ4 6-liter. It don't know how many miles are on it. It's got 317 heads, so it's aluminum heads, iron block. It's gonna get a Texas Speed 228R cam. Pretty mild build, I mean nothing crazy. And then it's also getting a NV 4500 5-speed out of like a 94 Chevy. It's actually a 4-wheel drive transmission, so I don't have to switch any tail shaft housings or anything. But I just figured I'd give you guys a lowdown. It should bolt right up to my transfer case and be pretty sweet. I plan on running a Holley Terminator setup on it, just because it's way easier than messing with a factory ECM in my opinion, and from what I've learned. And Logan's going to be happy because I'm going to mention him in this, but Logan has been on me ever since I met Logan at college to put an LS in my truck. Don't do the small block, ditch the small block, it's not worth it. And finally I realized that it's really not worth it, and I'll just put an LS in it. So that's the plan as of right now. I'm going to keep you guys updated throughout the week. It is Christmas Eve, so I won't be doing a whole bunch to the truck today or tomorrow. So I just wanted to give you guys a kind of lowdown of what's going to go down. Saturday, my door bushings and my door pins should be here to get these new doors hung, those old ones off. And when those are off, I'll pull all the interior out, and basically we want to get the doors on there hung where we want them to make sure that that gap for right there is correct when we put the new rockers in. And that's my plan for the next couple weeks, is basically just to get this thing cleaned up. The frame does need cleaned up really bad. Welcome to square bodies. I don't know what to tell you, but just figured I'd give you guys a lowdown. I'm gonna keep up with sending Gavin videos over this, and hopefully he keeps posting them. So alright, we'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, what's up guys? So I'm gonna personally apologize for this video because I forgot my camera charger for my actual camera down in Pittsburgh, where we all go to college. So I am currently running on an older camera and didn't get any footage of what happened to the truck over the past weekend. Last time I talked to you guys was the day before Christmas. Tried to film a little, camera died, didn't work out. So I'm gonna go down and show you guys what we got done this weekend, and then what the upcoming plans are for the next week or weekend. So I'll catch up with you guys down there. Alright guys, so we are back in the shop. I'm not going to be working on the truck today. I've got some other stuff I've got to take care of, but I didn't get to take you guys along on what got finished the other day. So here we go. So to start out, as you can tell, the truck is completely stripped apart basically. Had to pull the inner fender, or the inner fender liner out. It was rotted, and I thought my fenders were good. Turns out they are not. I can actually show you on this one over here. As you can see from the outside, they look pretty solid. I mean, no big rot spots or anything, just surface rust. But once we pulled them off, we realized we had a little more rust than I expected. So there's that. Pulled the old door off, which is right here. So we got the new door hung on. It doesn't have the new pins yet, but it's pretty solid. I mean, nothing's in it. It's just open and everything. So the body lines line up really straight. Last time you guys saw it, it didn't have a floor, which I'll have Gavin throw in some pictures. But there's that. Got a new floor pan in, brand new rocker in, brand new cab corner, inner rocker, and the inner kick panel. I'll grab a light and show you guys on the inside that kick panel, but it all ends up looking pretty straight. I mean, the door gap looks real good besides the cab corner part. That's going to need some work later on. But yeah, that's about all the work we've been doing. Let me grab this light real quick. Oh, there we go. We'll come in through this way. I'll show you guys. So basically, since it's on the lift, it's kind of hard to show you guys, but I'll zoom in. Basically where all that is ground off, focus. It's not going to focus. But basically where all that's ground off is the kick panel right here. And then the brand new floor pan. There is some work for this side. Not a crazy amount. I thought my rocker was bad on this side, but turns out it's pretty darn straight. Cab corner's obviously gone, but it's typical. All the interior's pulled out, as you guys saw. But let me see if we can get a better shot from in here of that kick panel. Oh. There, you guys can see it a little better. But I'll have to throw in some pictures, or have Gavin throw in some pictures of what this looked like before. I'm really sorry that I couldn't get all the shots done of it, you know, getting torn apart. But life happens and your camera dies, so what's new? But just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. Door pins should be here tomorrow. It's Monday now. Door pins should be here tomorrow. What else? I'll have to get new front fenders now, which isn't that big of a deal, but it just adds up over time. Next step would be pulling this whole side front fender and the inner fender out, which, as you guys can see, I mean, my inner fenders are just completely shot. There was a bunch of rust everywhere on them. So I'll have to get new front fenders. The door will be coming off. I don't know if I showed you guys the new door. They are GM stamped doors, so they're pretty solid, but I thought I was gonna have to do rockers. Don't know that we're going to have to. Just clean them up, see where we're at. I know for a fact we're gonna have to do the inner cab corner and cab corner on this side, but this side turned out to be a lot less what do I say, a lot less rotted away, I guess, than compared to the driver's side. The driver's side was gone, which I can show you. This is most of what was on the driver's side. Like, there's the outer rocker there, just completely shot. There's part of the cab corner. I mean, that's all what was in that side of the truck, which is crazy to me. But I mean, what else? Oh, door right over here, passenger door. But I mean, they're GM stamped doors. They're nice, but yeah. We'll catch up with you guys, I guess, and I'll film an outro for this. So, okay, guys. So I forgot to mention in that last part, the transmission tunnel. Turns out they unbolt on a square body. I never knew that. Most transmission tunnels I've seen are all welded in, but I mean, this is all new to me. This is my very first project truck, so it comes along with it. But it was also rotted out. That whole driver's side was just completely gone, it seemed like. Actually, do I have the trans tunnel around here? I'll show you guys. Yeah. So right here, as you guys can see, this was actually cut out. This is the driver's side over here. Just completely rotted on that bolt-on part. But with that being said, I don't know if I mentioned before, but I am going to be putting an NV4500 in this with the LS. That'll give me that fifth gear, a little bit of overdrive, so I'm not screaming at, you know, 4,000 RPM going down the highway. But so what I've read up so far on NV4500 swaps with LSs or even small blocks, the LS and the small blocks sit in the exact same place from what I'm reading. There's just some minor differences that you have to go about, like cross members and that kind of thing. But along with that, the NV, I believe the shift tower sits back a little further, which I'll kind of show you guys here. So climb up here. So the actual shift tower itself right there sits back further, I believe, on the NV, which is going to have to get modified on the transmission tunnel. As you guys can see, the actual four-wheel drive shifter is out of here right now. The actual, I guess, assembly there, which it stays in roughly the same area, I believe. It's just the actual tower for the transmission shift is back just a little bit, which is going to need modified. So when we found out that that was actually rotted, that wasn't that big of a deal to me, because I knew I was going to have to modify this. I believe most guys, which as you can see on here, most guys just end up cutting this hole a little bit bigger, and the boot will cover that. I believe is how they do it. I think it comes back just a tad further, like right in here. But just wanted to kind of let you guys know what's going on, what the plans are for the next few weeks. I've only got about another week and a half here at home, maybe a little less, to get some of this stuff done. There is some final welding that still needs to be done on this side, on the back side. Just a little bit of tedious kind of finish up work, and then that whole side needs seam sealed. And then we will move on, probably check out my rocker on that side over there, and then we'll see where that gets us. I mean, hopefully I don't have to replace that many more metal parts, but the cab corner and the inner cab corner are going to need it definitely, but we might be leaving the rocker alone completely, which will be cool. So I'll definitely keep you guys along with that. But so I figured I'd give you guys the last bit of the update for the time being. So I guess just like and subscribe if you guys are into old school content. I mean, we're always doing old school stuff on this channel. First gen content, square body content, OBS content, LS, Cummins, anything. We kind of have been doing a lot of everything lately. So like I said, like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and I guess just keep kicking it old school. We'll catch you later.